Revelation. Ziki is back with another football video, Shanglish as usual. And in this video, we're going to be looking at one of the three teams that are promoted into Laliga. So for today's video, we're only going to look at one team, which is ELCHE. Now, before I even go any further, ELCHE is customer, Barcelona. Almost, not all, maybe almost all the games that these two teams have made, Barcelona has won. So I can safely say that at least we know that Barcelona in a one customer La Liga, it is very easy for them. So we might even say that these are three easy points the Barcelona Zavanazo. But anyway, let's get back to the video, right? Like I said, this team is called ELCHE. The last time Yavaka relegate was in 2023. After that, now they are back again. Before that, Vakanga relegate even 2015. After Vataza even kubadra taxes, idea, this and that, in terms of my finances, rules and laws, govern any of my finances. Vakava relegate. They stayed out for quite some time, for a very long time, before they came back around 2020. And then they were relegated to 2023, and now they are back again into the league. Now, like I said, ELCHE as a team that has already had experience in La Liga. For the first time. They've been in La Liga before. So, like I can tell you that Atletico Madrid, they fear ELCHE because some of the games that they played together, ELCHE has won, beaten Atletico Madrid. So it's actually a team that is coming there with some history of winning games, even though they've been last for, some seasons. But anyway, getting again to this, like I said, it's coming back at a time where they've had some of their players being sold. Some of them their contracts expired. Some of them they just transferred, and they also have a manager who's called Eder Sarabia. Okay, Eder Sarabia was appointed 1 July 2024. His contract is going to be expiring 2027. So dear manager, now I want to look at some of the key players that target you on. I have not yet seen them play, so my speaking of them is just going to be on statistics and everything, but not by really watching them play, even though I've had some time to look at some of the how they play, looking at some highlights, so that I get the understanding of what is going to be happening in La Liga. La Liga. So they've got a player called Morad. Morad is a Moroccan, 27 years of age. He's a center forward. I think he's one person that you're going to be seeing, especially when it comes to scoring of goals for ELCHE. He's going to be one of the key players. And he was, he has been with ELCHE since 2020. So he was with them. Now promoter, they're still with him. Then there is the goalkeeper, veteran goalkeeper, whom they're also going to rely on. Is very much key in this game, Matthias Dituro. Matthias Dituro is 38 years of age. Yes, 38 years of age. A little bit old, but still very effective on the goals. Okay, he's also known for scoring goals. Yes, he's known for scoring goals. So far in his career, he's scored 6 goals as a goalkeeper, to which 4 of them were penalties. And also, contract yake is still running up until 30th of June 2026. And ELCHE has been with, Dituro has been with ELCHE for 2 seasons, so they've had him for quite some time. And he's going to be, supported by a young goalkeeper, 21 years of age. His name is Alejandro Itube. Like I said, 21 years of age. Is the second goalkeeper for ELCHE. On their website, they have not listed the third goalkeeper, so I'm still going to check who is going to be their third goalkeeper. Of course, they need, that area needs to be covered a lot. Okay. Again, moving forward, when we want to look at defense, I've just been picking some of the big names in their club that we're likely to see making an impact, during the season. Pedro Bigas. Pedro Bigas is 35 years of age. He operates as a defensive midfielder. He was part of ELCHE before they were relegated, and then now in 2023, now he's back again with them. He has played for Mallorca, he has played for Las Palmas, so now he's still with them. So he's another player that you're going to be seeing. Yes, last season he had 2 goals and 2 assists. All right, so not bad for him in a team like Elche, right? And then they also have Leo Petrot. Leo Petrot is also another one in the defense. He's from Saint Etienne, sorry. He's a new addition, he's a new player there from Saint Etienne. He's also going to be part of them. He's already played. I've seen some friendly matches that he has already been part of, of Elche. And then they've got Nunez. Nunez, also another key player in their defense. These are some of the names that you're likely to see there. We're going to be following up again, especially when the games begin. This is where we're going to begin to understand their kind of play and what, type of, thing that they are. All right. Midfield yavo, one of my players, Ivo Akaitas, Alex Febas. Alex Febas is a Spanish midfielder. I think we've heard this name before. If you want to look at international games, we've heard this name, Alex Febas. And then they've got Aguado. Aguado is 25 years of age. He's from Rio Zaragoza. That's where he joined from. His contract is going to be running until 2027. He's a very key in midfield. A lot of things being spoken about him. Then they've got Rodrigo Mendoza, 20 years of age, another key player. For some reason, I was looking at their website, and I've seen that much has been spoken about Rodrigo Mendoza being one of their very talented youngsters. I mean, we're going to like to see him playing against Lamine Yamal and the other youngsters that are, Marcus Rashford. We have all those Gonzalo Garcia from Real Madrid. So we're going to see how that thing is going to play around. Then, where it matters most, forward. Their forwards, they've got German Villara, 23 years of age. It's actually Valera, 23 years of age. He's a product of Atletico Madrid. That is where, he rose through the ranks of Atletico Madrid Junior, the academy. So he's really part of the Spanish football there. He's also a great one, named as one of the top forwards there. And then Mourad, I've already spoken about the Moroccan Mourad. He's who joined in 2020, 27 years of age. He's also their key forward. And then they've got Rafael Nunez. They actually have two Nunezes in the squad. I've already spoken about Nunez midfield, and then there's Nunez in the forward. Again, 23 years of age. And then there's Nunez. And Nunez that I was talking about is the one that I said transferred again from he's new. Sorry, this Nunez is actually new to Elche. Okay, he's actually new to Elche. He's a left winger there, and So, like I said, upcoming season, their first match is going to be against the Real Betis. It's going to be played on the 18th of August. So let's see how they're going to introduce themselves into this competitive league of La Liga. Like I said, there are 3 teams that were promoted. Another one is a very bad news for Barcelona. That is Alvaro. And then this one, Elche, is good news for Barcelona. I'm talking in terms of the history of these teams against my teams. Now, Elche has already been in the relegation zone before. Okay, they've already played the bottom before. So, for them, coming into La Liga is just like a repetitive thing. I'm sure this time around they're going to do something a little bit different. We have seen Coutinho and Hans, they've been buying players, but with the small teams like this, usually money is the problem, so they cannot bring in big players. So they're still operating with those players who are a little bit, of low class in terms of quality of play and in terms of experience, this and that, I understand. So they still come into La Liga and face Barcelona and face Real Madrid, face, all these big teams in La Liga, and they're going to be having some of these, problems that they're going to be having. But I am sure that this time around they are ready, to face those big teams. So we still have 2 more promoted teams from La Liga. Like I said, I've already mentioned another one. The other one I've already forgotten the name. Please forgive me. There's a lot of football in my head. Okay, a lot of football things in my head. Okay, so just forgive me if I forget some of it. So, like I said, we have been talking about Elche, a team that is going to be in La Liga this season, being managed by the manager Eder Sarabia. Okay, we joined the team 2024, and yes, if he has managed to push the team into promotion, he's also going to be, maybe he's also going to be able to push team yabo kuyendesa on top. No relegation again. Come on. Why do we have teams that they just come today, they are go next season, come today, they are go next season? You know, we need some change in that area, okay? So this is all I have for you. Elche is another team. Next one, I'm going to be giving you Alvaro, the team that Barcelona doesn't want to play against because of the history of what happened. This team, dated Barcelona. Relegated, but dated Barcelona. That's the problem. That's the problem. Okay, so this is all I have for you. Until then, and FB, Tino follower Ziki FB, so that we don't have to miss anything when it comes to football. Until then,